Hey besties, welcome to day 16 of 30 days content challenge. Today, I'll be taking you through behind the scene on where I started my cake business and how it is now. Before I show you the full transformation of my cake studio, I want you to go to the comment section and type one thing I want God to do for you this year 2025. Back in 2024 last year, I wrote it as my goal to get a cake studio, which didn't happen as planned, although I was able to use the wall sticker to decorate the parts I used for content creation. I also worked on the lighting with the little budget I had as at then. All this took place last year. Fast forward to 2025, I wrote my goals, which was still on me having a cake studio. I wasn't even financially buoyant, but God made it happen. God was like, "This year is your year, baby." Me that was trying to get swastika as my background pops. God said, "No, I want better for you," and He sure did. So I contacted my interior decorator about my cake studio transformation plan. He came over and we discussed how the studio would look like. First, we went to get the tiles together. With his help, I was able to get a beautiful tiles that I love so much, which sure complements my baking studio. After the tiling, it was time for the electrician to come and do his job. We changed the position of the socket due to the way it was wired. I wanted a wiring that would not be too obvious. I want any job to be done, of course, with the help of the interior decorator. So we put down the old backdrop that I had used earlier and kept it aside. The interior decor measured the length of the wall to get the exact space for the track light so that it would be well. So he used his plumb to check if it was straight or not. He was not satisfied with the small plumb and then he used the bigger one to know if it was well balanced or not. And then he marked it out. The interior decor made sure that the electrician did a very neat job that you wouldn't even see the wire that was attached to the electricity. Make sure that the job was neat and you can see him doing his work. The electrician was finally done with fixing the track light and he was stationing it. So the earlier wallpaper that you see me using for the wall, I use it to wrap this old dining table of mine, and which is what I was doing here. So after I made sure that it is all stick to the dining table, I cut the sides of it and I used a paper tape to tape it underneath tabletop. I'm very sure that if I not show you the behind the scene on how I covered this cake table, you actually think that I imported it from China. I just love the shape, it's so unique. And here is my interior
This one I
decorator
want to
enlightening
mix
us
it
on what
with
a
the
screening
screeding
material does
material
to the interior
to
of a
screed.
building.
Then the other one, I'll use roller
To do
to roll
it.
that one. Okay.
I don't sir. So it was time for screening, and then he prepared the environment for the screening. That's why you can see that the lights are being covered with the lino. And so it was missing the chemicals he was going to be using. You can see him screening the walls. The purpose of the screening is to make the wall to be very smooth for painting. And that's me assisting him by holding the screening material while he screeds the wall. He was done with screeding the walls and now he was filling the holes at the ceiling. After doing that, he added some chemicals to the wall to prevent the walls from getting wet from rainfall. The whole area was screeded and I was so happy with my new space. You can see me dancing. I was so excited. Come on, come on. So he continued with his painting and you can see here is so beautiful, so fine. Let me use this opportunity to advertise my interior decor. He's not just an interior decor, he's very intentional with his work and he's also a painter. Amidst the innovation process, I had an order. I actually faced some challenges when I was trying to get a branded name tag for my cake studio, which is Jumpy Sweet Treat. Some people recommended me to go to Mushin. That's where I'm going to get the right plug for it. So I met with Medi Prince and I discussed the design I wanted with him. So we're finally done with the painting of the cake studio and it was time to paint the doors with black color. You can see my interior decor and painter doing his job and this me here feeling myself. I actually just changed my hair. My face was like giving. Can't see this fine girl now. Hero model, modelist Coco, model Jumbi, model Jumoke. So I was trying to lift the table so that I can take it to the cake studio. And this is me here doing my happy dance. Don't mind me, Jerry. And something kind of dance I'm even dancing, Joe. Don't mind my interior decor. It's putting his face on my camera. And you will not allow me to dance my dance in peace. So the legs of the tables were also painted the color black to make it new again. And this is your mode the cat's walking. No, I have to keep myself hydrated. I need to get some water. So back to the painting. The painting guy sent his staff to come and fix the name Jumbi Sweet Treat. I can see my interior decorator with him, making sure that the works are exact, that everything is accurate. The length, the width, it is in the right proportion where the Jumbi Sweet Treat will be placed. I was actually the one that assisted me with the design. Can see how beautiful that Jumbi Sweet Sweet brand name looks like so beautiful. And that sherry that you're seeing there, it signifies sweetness and something natural. At this time, the studio was 90% done, and I was so excited. It was remaining the blind. There was no blind yet. And so this is me here feeling myself like the excitement of having the cake still like gosh, it's not easy. I was just imagining myself videoing, no filming and all that. I don't know how my body they take to me. Let me speak pidgin, permit me. I had to wake up in the middle of the night. So I don't know if it was even in the evening. I was checking out the lighting, seeing how the lighting will be when I'm trying to do video of a cake. You know, nah. I can't sleep. When they say that I'll only ballet, can see me. Exactly how I'm going to be doing. Like it's so funny. And that was my new skill. I was trying it out, I was just feeling myself basically. And finally, can somebody say finally, I got my window blind. I got it from a window blind factory. So besties, I'm going to leave it to enjoy the rest of the video.
This is a testament that God is good and there is nothing Juju can do. His blood speaks better things than that of Abel. We stand gallant because our senior man is Abel. He who speaks to mountains and they move. And to dead dreams, he says, Talisa. We ask for mercy, but on top Calvary, merciful. He who is merciful and good. This is a testament that Jehovah is always good. I've tasted and I've seen, and my belly has become full. This is proof that the fountain of life is the giver of life. This is why we thirst and drink of him to survive. We have 7 oceans, yet he chose my belly to flow rivers of living water. Have you met with the Agune Chamber? The lion that guards the universe. When I run out of business, he stands as my chamber of colors. Consistent king, you don't move like the wind. That's when body they hurt, you come as the wind. Even if you try give Zobo, he must turn to wine. This is a miracle that it is impossible for God to lie. Are we not proof that
I hope you find this video inspiring. Please don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to follow this page for more contents like this. Until meet again.